Hello. Today's review is going to be slightly more potty-mouthed and vulgar than usual. I say that not as a disclaimer, but in the hope that you'll keep watching past these 10 seconds. Today we'll be doing something a bit different, and we'll be looking at a whisky. We'll be examining the aroma, the body, the texture and the finish. The finish of the whisky, not that thing that your partner won't let you do on their face. Finish is an annoying word because also they use it to refer to when you have a whisky that's been aged primarily in one cask but that ended up aging in another one. So as if they only had so many words for their whisky vocabulary, so they decided to reuse them all. Today we're looking at Dalmore's King Alexander III. And this thing has been finished in Oloroso and Madeira butts, Portwood, Cabernet Sauvignon, Bourbon, Marsala wood. Frankly, with that many finishes, this thing is the whisky equivalent of Bukake. For people who don't know what that is, don't look it up. I'm definitely not going to wait here while you're not looking it up. And while you're at it, don't look up penis bifurcation or goatsy. I warned you. Now, King Alexander isn't cheap. It's £100 at the best I've seen. And a lot of you are probably thinking, I can't justify that. I could buy innumerable cheap hookers for that. Well, yes, but you wouldn't be getting free-range, grain-fed Amsterdam hookers, which is the ethical choice. So go with me on this one. Let's look at it. If you were going to get whisky in a pub, it would cost you about £3 a shot for good malt whisky. That'd be £84 for a bottle for just reasonable whisky. This is so much better than that. Admittedly, it's hard getting that much money together in one go, but if you can, it's worth giving it a try every now and then. Part of the expense seems to go into the insanely elaborate packaging they give it. It's almost as if they're worried someone's going to try and break in and steal it.
Bet your ass I wish to proceed.
By the way, for those of you going, we don't have to pay anywhere near that much for whiskey, we don't get taxed so much. True, but you have to pay for your own healthcare, so fuck you. And before we start, we're going to go to the expert, Master Blender Richard Patterson, who will give us some advice on how to appreciate this whiskey.
First of all, you need to use a glass, not just any glass, a capita nosing glass. Swirl it around, bring it up and say, hello. Now remember, get into it. Don't go like this. None of this stuff. You take the still water, you put it into the whiskey.
I'll kill you.
Right from the beginning you can sense a marmalade that is a trademark of Dalmore whisky. Between this and Fuller's beer, I am starting to seriously wonder if Paddington Bear runs the entire alcohol trade. There is so much more to it than that though. You get kind of marzipan or almonds here on your aroma, black cherries underneath, very smooth, no burn to it. Similarly on the body, you're getting there the marmalade, the almonds or marzipan. You're also getting kind of a ginger cake element in it, which is really nice. Very smooth. I mean, from the smoothness of this, I'm imagining that probably Methuselah put it in a cask. The thing is, this thing is so smooth, you don't even really need more than a drop of water. A drop of water, and frankly often I have it without even that. The real sign of a good whiskey, though, is what you get in that long-lasting finish. Okay, we've had enough of that joke, okay? But in this, it's been about 30 seconds to a minute since I last sipped it now. And you've still got the almonds there, a toffee and custard sweetness, Madeira cake. I don't have to take another sip for another minute or so after this. I can just sit here enjoying it, which you can't say for a lot of the cheaper whiskies. And this is all just going with what I've picked up in this sampling. In the past I've had a range of brandy cream, fruit cake, raspberry pavlova, blueberries. It really is a very responsive whiskey to what you've been having or what time of day it is, how warm it is. There is so much to this. In conclusion, I absolutely adore this whiskey. There's so much you can bring to it. The water or just what you've had with it, it opens up all different flavours. It's not going to be for everyone. This is a smooth, sweet whiskey. People who like the real peat bombs or salt bombs like the Islers or the Highland Park, this isn't going to be for you. But for anyone who's more towards the Highland or Speyside, this is absolutely exceptional. And for some final words, we're going to go to a very special guest, Clint Eastwood. No, you shut up. It's my turn now. You want me to say what to Richard Patterson? He can't do that to himself, you're insane. Well, it's hypothetically possible to do that to myself, but not on camera. This isn't that kind of show. Besides, we've already agreed we overused that joke. That kooky Clint Eastwood, eh? Anyway, until next time, enjoy your drink. Tobacco.